Good. We're live.
Estás Bim. This has been there, Rock That, episode 23. How you doing? It's Polo Parata again with my Flatbush Corner brother, Prance.
Yes, sir.
So, Prance,
Yes.
you've had quite the week.
What?
So, let's talk about it.
Okay. This week was hectic. You know, definitely I'm blessed and highly favored.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 8/18 is definitely a date that's, you know, sentimental to me because my mom's and my pop's birthday is 8/18.
Mm-hmm.
He's gone on to, you know, higher planes,
Right.
but he still looks down on me, and I know he's proud of me. And my mom's is here, and I got married yesterday to my lovely wife, May Lungombe, which is now May Corby.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, that was my birthday gift to my mom's, you know, because she deserved to see her son make that transition into manhood,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I respect my wife for everything she's done and been my support system for so long. So I just had to make that, you know, that closure, you know, and make it known to the people of the earth
Right.
that
It's
I got my queen.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And she raises our kids, our two kids. My daughter is 19, and our son, which is 5. And she's a great mom, great wife, and I'm just happy right now. And yesterday was crazy. Had my brother-in-law, DJ Technician, the
That's
DJ,
right.
come through and do
And
a
special ed.
crazy
Don't
set
forget special
with
ed.
my first
Special ed
employer,
was there.
Special Ed. You know, he came through and did a full set for me.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't asked to do, but just offer the strength for the people. And even with the in and out rain or whatever, the people that was there, they felt the love, you know?
Yep.
So I want to salute Blake Lawrenson
Yep.
for coming through and, you know,
Blessed you.
blessing me.
Buddha bless.
definitely with a little bag, you know what I mean? I got to salute my Flatbush brother.
Uh-huh.
So, and, you know, Ziggy was there.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of loved ones, and it was just a blessed day. Matter of fact, the location we had it was at Brooklyn Botanical Gardens, and that was definitely a great location to have it. We did it in the Fragrance Garden, so it was a beautiful and definitely it would be remembered for life. You know what I mean? So other than that, Jay. Mr. Paretta, what's good,
you know
brother?
what I'm
How was your night?
Well, the night, well, I'll get into that.
Okay.
But let's see, Tuesday I went to Mikey Likes It Ice Cream because Eric B. and Rakim was there.
Ooh, right.
So I got to meet them and got to talk to them for a little bit. My friend Gabriella, you know Gabriella.
Yeah, of course.
She's co-hosted the show once. She was there with me. So we had a good time. Robbie Fingers was there. He got his album autographed.
That's it, baby.
So yeah, well, it was cool. And then Saturday, I went to your wedding. It was awesome.
Nice.
I wish I could have a wedding one day. I actually, fun fact, I've been married one time and it didn't last long. You know, so yeah. Other than that, let's see, what else did I do? Oh, I got a free ticket to SummerSlam, bitches.
Yes.
So I'm in the building.
In the building.
In the suite. And you'll see me Instagramming live, just having a good time. I mean, it's gonna be a long day. You know, you wrestling fans, it's like 5-6 hour show. So I'm trying to get ready for that.
No doubt.
And also, thank you, Ralph Lauren. They gave me the Slam T-shirt.
Yes, sir.
And they're sending another one for you know who over there.
Hey. Let's not bring names involved.
Yeah. Listen, I don't like the quality of the shirt, but it's a cool piece to have.
Yes, definitely.
So I'm not gonna knock it too much because they want me to wear it and get photographed in it. So I'm not gonna shit on it too much.
Nah.
But you know, thank you.
Definitely.
You know, thank you.
Very appreciative.
And then Saturday night I was with Blake. And we pulled up on Prance's little shindig, and Prance gave me a whole bottle of champagne.
Yes, sir.
You know, I took that to the face, fellas.
It wasn't Andres, it was Corbel.
Oh man, I was drunk as a skunk. I was lit.
turned around 2 seconds and the bottle was gone.
Oh,
I don't
man,
know what
yo.
he did.
I gave a little bit to shout out to Stilo
Mhm.
on the show, and I gave a little bit to Blake, and then I just took it to the face. And the next thing I know,
That was it.
no more. It was gone. You know, and then at that point I'm getting sleepy.
True
And
indeed.
you know I can only go for so
No
long.
doubt. I mean, a man that works 2 jobs and still has time to push and still be at events and still show love and still conduct himself as a man, you gotta respect that, man.
I'm out here in these streets.
Facts.
But anyway, we have some guests
Yes, we do.
that we have to introduce. And I told her that she's going to introduce her name because my pronunciation sucks, and I don't want to mess it up.
True indeed.
So she is she's an international DJ. Well, I just found out she's from here first. I thought she was from homeland, Brazil. Shout out to Brazil. Yeah, my
True
family in
indeed.
Brazil. Yeah, she does a lot of mixes. She does a lot of events in Brazil. The one and the only.
Hey guys, DJ Flavia here. It's nice to be back in New York. I come back every year, and I'm from here.
Yeah.
I wasn't born here,
Right.
but anyways, it's really nice to be back here.
Right.
Feeling good.
That's good. That's good.
And thanks for having me.
I know, like, now, when I met her through the Instagram. Shout out to Instagram. So, I saw her and I saw her mixes and stuff she was doing. So I hit her up like, yo, what's up? Like, yo, we gotta link up. She's like, yeah. And of course, she comes to New York and don't tell me that she's here. Of course, that's how it works. That's how the story always is. So then I saw it. I think you had a picture of your grandmother.
Yeah.
And
Since I got here, I've really been just like focused on spending time with family. I
Right,
forgot
right.
everything else. I'm like slowly, every time I'm on my phone to send a message to a friend, I like pass out on the couch. I don't know. It's like, you know, that feeling, just vacation,
Right.
relaxing, family. It's all at once. So I've just been sleeping a lot.
Wow.
But
I'm glad I got to, I connected. I said, yo, you in New York, come to the podcast. Because she's abroad all the time. So it's nice to have you here. And, I'm glad you answered the DM. Some people don't answer DMs. They ignore them. But anyway, and also we have Ezra. Ezra was here, I think, 2 episodes ago.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now, I invited him back because he has a great line of clothing that I think you guys should get into. So, Ezra, how
Thank
are you
you.
doing?
Good to be back. Thanks for having me back. Feels like I was just here, but I'm back talking about new stuff. Yeah, I've been making clothes for a bunch of years, kind of Ralph Lauren, Tommy Hill inspired, 90s inspired.
Right.
So yeah, I brought some pieces. I brought some gifts
Yes.
for our hosts.
Dem.
And even the hosts
Dems.
that aren't here, who I met last time, like Robbie and whatnot.
Don't worry, we'll take
and
them.
Stilo, yeah.
We'll take
Yeah,
them.
don't
We'll
worry
give them
about
to
it.
them.
All sizes.
We'll think about it.
Yeah, you guys get the first
There we
first
go.
pick.
Yes.
But yeah, I brought some summer, fall pieces to show you guys. Some things that I've been making for the last couple of years:
Right.
jackets, hats,
Right.
t-shirts, of course. So yeah, we'll do a review.
All right, so cool. So Flava, so let's talk about, you're into the music and stuff. What inspired you to start doing what you're doing? Like, how did you get your start?
DJing?
DJing, yes.
Well, actually, since I was 12 years old, 13 years old, I already knew that I wanted to be a DJ. Basically because I think at that time I was already starting to go to like birthday parties and barbecues and whatever, and see the DJ, and I was just so inspired.
Right.
And like when I was a teenager, I was really into concerts, events. I lived for a while in Detroit too.
Oh,
And that's where I got really into hip hop when I was a teenager. And I just started going out a lot, and always listening to music, always trying to be updated. When I was a child, I played instruments, so I was already grew up musical, and there was always music in my home. Like my dad is Brazilian, and my mom is from Queens, New York, by her.
Queens.
Yeah, by her
Robbie
parents
would love
are-
this
Robbie,
right
yeah.
now. Robbie would love this right now.
Oh yeah.
Because he
Yes.
always argues with us that we don't have Queens representative
Exactly.
guests.
So-
You have all these guests,
Yeah.
and nobody's from Queens.
And it was from Queens.
Everybody's from Queens, and never from Queens. They were from everywhere. Okay.
Yeah, including like I just came from my grandma's house in Flushing, Queens. That's where my mom grew up.
Nice.
And yeah, we were like looking at the photo albums like from the time ago. It's so nice. But anyways, I grew up with like just all this cultural music in my house, as well as like my influences from friends, from school, and whatnot. And I was in college here. I was living in the Bronx, and I was going to school, studying business. But then I started to go crazy because I was working in a bar as a bartender, and I started throwing parties in the bar, and I was hiring the DJs, and I like got to a point that I was like, yo, I can't stand these DJs anymore. They're playing the same sets. I can play better sets. Like I'm gonna learn how to DJ. Like that's it. I was 19, and because a couple years earlier I was trying to convince my parents to help me become a DJ, and they just laughed in my face. They were like, no, like you're going to college.
Well, they probably didn't think it was like a real job.
Yeah, they didn't. They still don't, even though I've been doing this for 10 years now.
Oh my God.
I mean, my mom gets it. My dad is starting to get it because he sees that it's actually a career. Like I'm making, you know, and
He sees the vision.
it's
now,
growing.
the
Like I
right.
keep doing it. It's been 10 years, and now he's like, okay, good job.
Maybe she does have.
Good
That's
job.
it.
But anyways, then I just got so like, oh, I had money. I went to the Scratch DJ Academy. I started taking classes there, and like already from the first course, like I got really into it. So into it, I was there all the time, practicing. That the people that worked there invited me to work there after a while. So then I started teaching there, and I taught there for about 4 years as a DJ teacher, and I'm still doing my course in Sao Paulo. I just sold my course to like this big institution there, Sesc, you know?
Yes, yes.
Which is like an amazing cultural center that the government pays for. Actually, people pay for it from their paychecks.
Really?
And it goes to culture, and it's all over the country. So, but just in the city of Sao Paulo where I live, there's many centers. They do shows. They bring international artists, national artists. They have sports facilities. They do classes, and it's all independent. So they contract it's just difficult to get in there. It's very bureaucratic. I've been trying for a while. I did one course there in March, and now at the end of September, I'm gonna go back and like already give more courses. And it's basically the same material that I was teaching at Scratch. So I translated to Portuguese, and I've been doing that for like a couple years. Like that type of methodology, which is a little different, like than the DJ schools that are in Sao Paulo. They're really I feel like the DJ culture there. It didn't start with like hip hop. It started with like it did a little, but it's really into electronic. So the DJ schools there, like, there's very few people teaching turntablism and just like the way I was taught, you know, which I think is I don't know, more like using the turntables as an instrument, and you being more of a musician and being creative, being different,
Of course.
instead of like this commercial side and
Right.
very like square. So I've been able to do like my own independent courses, like, and I have taught many women actually down there, like, and I help people as much as I can. But anyways, it's my passion. I love DJing. And I got into production too about 7 years ago, which now everything is combining as one. And I just joined the record label down there called Sonido Trópico. It's mostly instrumental music down tempo that mixes with samples of like, you know, different styles.
Yeah, so I got my theme music. I want some theme music. I just hit you up. You know?
Yeah.
It'll be like I'm a little samba
Yeah,
going on.
exactly,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, you see me coming. You see me.
Yeah, but it's cool. It's mixing both now together. And anyways, I started here in New York, just DJing at lounges, restaurants, bars, wherever I could. birthday parties, weddings, that kind of stuff. And I was always in touch, like, researching Brazilian music because it's part of my culture.
Right.
And it was mixed with, like, hip-hop and jazz and whatever else I could. And in the lounges are cool to DJ because you can play alternative sounds and more chill vibe.
Right.
It doesn't, and the people aren't, like, dancing. The people are sitting, chilling. And
Right.
so I DJ'd more in lounges and rooftop bars and stuff like that. And then when I went to Sao Paulo, I started getting into the music scenes there, and wow, like, there's so many universes. I've been through several. Some of them I'm still connected to. Some of them I got out of.
She's like, no, sorry, I'm out. Too rah-rah for me.
Yeah, but the way I'm going now is really cool. It's like a mix. So the DJ scene I just got involved with, this down-tempo thing, it comes from electronic music there. Just that it's the people in electronic music that don't want to do electronic music anymore, that want to mix with, like, broken beats and other types of beats and other types of sounds, like organic sounds too. And I'm like, that's what I do. Like, that's what like, all I do. I love buying records and sampling records and making beats. Just like, okay, the beats, I added a couple other elements, a little more like a synth, and
you put your touch on it.
Yeah, like a little, so someone from electronic music can listen to it and identify with it, but then someone from hip hop also can identify with it.
That's it.
And now there's these, like, universes mixing together, and then there's this scene, the down tempo, that's bringing these publics together. So I think it's a really interesting time, and that's what I'm involved with right now. It's exciting.
Yeah, I mean, it looks.
Cool.
Listen,
Oh,
I
that's
see.
awesome.
I see from your IG. You know, it looks like you're having a lot of fun down there. Like,
Yeah, every day. Oh my god. And then just the Brazilian music scene. All right, it sounds backwards, but Brazilians just got into their own music. So for many years, like, everyone was just, no one valued Brazilian music and Brazilian culture. It was all about American. And now there's just, like, this booming contemporary music culture, like tons of new bands and artists that are performing everywhere, and shows and events. And, like, the older stuff that I've been into for years, been researching this forever, and, like, doing edits and remixes, put it on SoundCloud and whatever. Now all these people are hitting me up to play these parties, these Brazilian music parties that are popping out of nowhere. And all these people are, like, into Brazilian music now. I'm like, yes, that's what's up.
Oh, see, now.
That's what's up. Like, I'm just in the middle of that. And they all think I'm Brazilian too, which is, like, the most awesome part. They call me because they think I'm Brazilian.
Yeah.
And then they hear me talking, they're like, wait, where are you from? Like,
No, but as long as you can speak Portuguese and
yeah.
you know, English, they'll appreciate you. Because, I mean, there's some Brazilians that don't speak Portuguese. They're here. You know what I'm saying? They're not over there, but they're here. And, you know, and there's some that speak nothing but Portuguese. So you can hit them with both. You know what I'm saying? It's not a big thing. Like, just, you know, just get in there. Get in how you fit in, right?
But at the same time, after her being there 10 years, and they see that she ain't no tourist, they see her as a local now.
Yeah.
Like, your mail goes there. Like,
Yeah.
you down. You
Yeah,
know
my
what I mean?
mail goes there.
You down by law now.
Exactly.
You official tissue, as they say.
Facts.
But anyway, let's take a break from that.
Yes.
Ezra.
Yes, what's happening?
So, my man.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this. So how long you been doing those clothes over there?
So I started making clothes in like 2003. Definitely influenced from the 90s polo scene, and just kind of trying to replicate that with silkscreen, cut and sew. For the most part, everything I've been making is made in USA, cut and sewn in New York, working with like local tailors, working with sample makers to just make one-of-ones, customized pieces. Lots of cool things that I'm very happy to have here today. Should I show you guys some pieces? You guys want to see some things?
Yes.
All right, let's see some things.
Please.
Let's see some things. I'm going to start with what's closest to me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try to add a little visual side because I know we got the iPhone.
Yeah,
Don't
man.
we?
The iPhone working over there. It's
So-
working. It's working. It's doing
So these are some of the hats. I'll show everything. We got hats, jackets, tees, and whatnot. Everything is in a bag, so I'm just going to hand them out. But we did like the little camo. Obviously, the polo bear is a theme of the line.
Yes.
So that's like the camo.
Definitely signature with what you've been doing from years prior too.
Oh, this is cool.
Thank you.
Wow, that's really
Definitely.
cool.
Yeah, and everything's, I work with like some factories in California, so these are just, I've had some long bill hat factories as well, but this one I really like. Definitely trying to do some color combos that like nobody does.
That's nice.
So I go to the garment center and have a little fun with some design. The bear bucket hat, that's what this one is. But cut and sew, 5-panel hats.
You doing a lot of
Those bucket hats are
short
cool.
bill or any long bills?
I have done some long bill hats.
They peep this. Hold on.
It's been a little challenging to basically I had a factory in the Bronx that was making some long bill hat samples for me.
Gotcha.
But these factories they close, like, unfortunately, all the time. So I had a long bill hat connection and then literally closed on me.
And then would you stray away from dealing with long bill because sometimes they say the inches, sometimes it'd be too long for a consumer.
Right,
Sometimes
yeah.
You can need that certain inches that somebody will be like, oh, I got you.
Yeah, exactly. Sadly, not sadly, but yeah, no, I started doing the 5 panels because it does seem like more people want them. It's a little bit more of a standard cut. It might be, especially dealing with this, kind of like supreme market these days.
True.
That you're trying to like make something that people like. But me, myself, I'm always looking for long bills. I want to wear a long bill.
Because we
If I
from
have
that
to,
era.
yeah, if I have to make 24 hats and nobody buys them, that's fine.
It's
At
all
least I
good.
got one for myself.
Nah, I
Sure
think
did.
people will cop these.
Oh, definitely.
Oh yeah, people will cop these. I'm just saying, like, the long bill hat can be like an acquired taste, to say
Right.
the least. A lot of people, I have heard some people a little younger than us kind of being,
Oh well,
can I get that in a short bill? And it's
Right,
like,
right.
No, it's like, I want one extra.
Like, I
inch.
love the hat.
But no, in general, it is also just hard because, like, the factory in LA that makes these short bill Velcro hats, they can't do a long bill, and they
Right.
claim it would, whole other machinery needed to make that hat. So I kind of just
These is hot.
deal with what I can have access to. I will show some other things, but I will segue into the gift portion of the early Christmas gifts.
I'm bearing gifts from being there.
I'm
Rock there.
bearing gifts.
It's good
So
to
this
be
was like a
us.
white ski polo shirt that I made a couple years ago. So with old ski fabric. This is not polo, but definitely
Wow.
like RL inspired, to say the least. So I'm about to toss it up, as they say, and
Yes,
see who
sir.
wants
Toss it up.
it.
I'm loving this episode.
Yeah, this episode's good, exactly. The first one bringing gifts. I got some t-shirts too, but I'll break out the polo shirts too. And all this stuff, this is all just cool, interesting fabric that I find
Right.
in the garment center. So this was like cut and sew polo shirt that
What
we
size is
made
that one?
with the. This is a large.
Yeah.
I think that's.
And that's got all
I think
the
that's
all
all
the
me.
flags on it. So
I like
I think
that.
that's
I'll
all
let
me
you
right
check
I
now.
don't know.
that one
Come
out.
on.
I don't know. You
Prince
might
Eric.
want this t-shirt.
No, I don't want that one.
What else?
I
You
want
see the
that.
Japan on there, though.
I
and
don't
all the
care.
other, the rep.
I don't care.
So yeah, these are all like
picture.
non-polo fabrics, but they definitely, when I saw them at the store, they reminded me of
Right.
RL joints. So this is like the Aztec Southwest. I love this fabric.
that's
I couldn't
I ain't
couldn't
gonna
find
go
more.
over
This
that
is a
stuff.
medium. Is anybody wearing a medium these
Oh,
days?
yeah, he's a medium.
Are you a medium? Either that or save it for Robbie.
Look.
Save it for Robbie, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
I mean, I don't know.
Wink, wink.
And then, last but not least, is number 4 on the list, which is this. I don't even know what to call this print, but it's got like imagery of like Galileo. There's like some science and some like Leonardo da Vinci designs.
That's dope.
This is a large. Yeah, everything cut and sew.
That's
So
hard.
you guys can
That's hard.
fight amongst yourselves, and
Yes.
I would assume, maybe
Real-
maybe somebody wants to
real
boost it and kind of
Real large.
maybe start a new trend.
That's it.
I'd known you were coming, I would have obviously
she's
brought,
good.
you know.
Well, this
a
one
tank
was my
top or something.
favorite. I'm all about exploration.
Okay,
Because
cool,
I saw her
nice.
eyes when she saw it. She's like,
Yeah, like, ooh.
Yeah, the funny thing with this one is like the green, when you see the full print, there's like a lot going on there. It's got like Greek mythology or like Galileo. It's yeah, I don't know what else to compare
you
it
can't
to.
say I never hooked you up.
Exactly, you got to see it.
I'm loving this experience.
Look at that. Look,
Okay,
you
good.
see?
Good.
You
See?
It's not
answer
just because of the clothes.
Listen,
Good.
you answer your DMs, this is what happens. Note to the world.
This is just an Instagram PSA to be
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, please
You know,
answer your DMs.
Answer your DMs. You don't know what can happen. You can have the, you know what I'm saying, living your best life right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, when someone asks you for an interview on DM,
Yo.
then you're around.
You gotta show up.
I'm gonna grab a couple other things just to show some of the newer
please.
stuff that I've been working on.
So, is any of this stuff online available for sale or?
Yeah, so like the hats and everything that we've been looking at are still live on EzraWine.com,
Right.
EZRAWINE. The sample teas that I've been giving away,
Right.
those are older samples from like last season, last
like
year.
some of this stuff you should bring out. Like that one definitely you should.
Oh
bring
yeah,
out.
I mean part of my problem is that I've always enjoyed going to the garment center and like finding these fabrics, and some of them you'll find 10 yards of this fabric and I'll make, you know, 20 shirts and they're gone and
Right.
can't get any again. So I mean that's kind of the gift and the curse of like going to these little stores and you know they're just gone. So
Right,
like
because I remember the other T-shirt you came out with, like the one you gave me actually years ago.
Jordan.
The Jordan one, and then I had a pink one too. I used to always wear.
Okay.
That was pretty dope too. Like.
Yeah, I
think
mean
you
silk
should.
screens like that I do reproduce for retro for once
Yeah,
in a while.
'cause-
A retro of a retro.
Because you know, with how fashion is, you know everybody's into limited.
Yes, exactly.
And you can like just kill, just bringing stuff out, having low runs of stuff. And just,
Yeah, exactly. And I've definitely, I mean, I can look back on my order history, but yeah, I've definitely started with that Jordan $5,000 fine per game.
Right.
And
You need to bring that one back and just.
Yeah, and
just
I've
like a different color.
Yes,
That was a dope
exactly,
tee, man.
exactly. No, thank you, man. Thank you. No, I definitely, yeah. There's been a few different runs of that one, but yeah. Let me grab the other things.
Yeah. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday.
Yeah,
We are.
Definitely.
This is only gonna get better. Cause I'm going to SummerSlam, baby,
Yeah, baby.
and I ain't pay a dime.
And where is it?
The Barclays,
Yes.
where France Lowe, a couple months ago, he did his 1-2 on stage with Special Ed.
Oh, we still reminiscing
Oh
on
man,
that.
that was a great night, man. That was a
So
great night.
who's performing at SummerSlam tonight? Because I'm out of that loop right now.
Well, I'm only going because I want to see AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe.
Okay. Is
That's
that
all I'm
headliner?
going
Is
for.
that like?
It's
the
one
end
of the
night?
headliners, but
Okay.
it's going to be like a 6-7 hour show. So
Yeah, from what I remember from watching as a kid, it was like
yeah,
took a lot of. It was like a big videotape back when I used to rent
man,
them.
you gotta
It's
you
like-
gotta really love wrestling now to actually go
Exactly.
7 hours of sitting on your butt.
All right, so I'll make this little capsule showing as quick as possible.
Take your time.
Come on.
Take my time. All right, I'll take my time.
The
Hold
clock
on,
is
we're gonna
running.
get a
We
little
good.
run. We're gonna get a little
Take-
runway showing here.
Takes
You know,
time.
We got. There's room in here
Takes
for a
time for
runway, right?
perfection.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, so I'm gonna just cut to the chase. We
Right.
got the polo bear, jogger pants.
Yes. Yes.
I
All
remember.
bear.
Listen, I remember Smoke Dizzle was wearing your stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Dizza.
like
My
years
favorite
ago.
thing about these is this awesome little drawstring that, again, like sometimes I troop to random places. Like I didn't even find this in the garment center. I actually found this at like a military surplus store just to find like the red, white, and blue. Zippers at the pockets so nothing falls out.
Oh, nice.
Zippers at the ankles for those hot days, and the drawstring at the ankles as well. So I'm happy
Wow.
with the way these came out. And obviously these are more of a, I guess what you would consider like a modern cut
Right.
with the jogger cut, and it's kind of, I don't want to give all the way trade secrets away, but they're
Nah,
kind of
definitely
based
don't,
off of like
because
a,
somebody will definitely.
yeah,
steal that.
they're based
yeah.
off of.
They'll
off
definitely
of,
be like, oh, I'm gonna do that.
Of course, look, they're definitely listening.
exactly.
They're like, hey, ear to the wall.
This next piece, pretty happy about. This
Is that
is
jacket?
This is
Yeah.
the jacket.
I
This is
definitely
the
need
jacket
one of
you
those
were asking about. So this is what I consider like a North Face inspired polo bear style jacket.
I'm not gonna even hold you. I need
hood
one of those.
clips.
Yeah, that's the given. And that goes with that hat I was showing.
Yeah,
too.
exactly. So I've been trying to do a
Nice.
little series, little red 3M silver on the side, and yeah, I call this the
You
polo-
ain't playing fit.
You ain't playing, or being that it was inspired by the mountain, the North Face mountain. I call this the Polo Bear Maintain jacket.
Nice.
For maintaining.
That's it.
So, is that available on your site or?
Yeah, so this is available on the site. This is the sample. But yeah, everything is on the site right now. Limited runs. Definitely just, I mean, like this is I think this one is the size large.
Yeah, I'm gonna need one of those. Definitely gonna need one of those. I think.
That was
Will
nice.
that mess anything up?
How did you guys meet?
Ezra? I've known Ezra for years. I've known everybody for years.
But how did we meet? How did we meet? I mean, yeah.
How did we
I
meet?
don't know.
I think we just met
It's
at
through
an
polo.
event or something.
Yeah.
And then, if you remember, back in 2010, we did an event at Santos Party House.
Yes, exactly. We did the event. At
But we
Santos.
knew each other.
But even before that,
Yeah,
maybe
before
I mean
that.
you were at the VGA shoot,
Yeah.
and yeah, maybe we didn't even know each other that well, but we
Yeah.
were definitely all there. Like the West Broadway photo.
Yeah.
Yeah, in front of the West Broadway store.
That's the crazy thing about this whole movement. It's like it seems like it's big, but it's real small.
Yes, yes.
So the ones that's supposed to know each other, they
Know each
definitely
other,
know
yeah.
each other.
Yeah.
Or in some time in passing, we're definitely going to link up, and it's definitely going to be a positive outcome.
Yeah.
Like been there, rock that with Ezra Wine.
Of course, episode 20, and again 23.
Yeah,
That's
man.
it.
So yeah, and then I've been doing these kind of little series. So this is like the royal blue
That's hot.
with the red stripe,
Yeah.
wing on the sleeve,
See that
not a
3M
wing.
going across too. That's nice.
Thank you.
That go under the jacket
and
with
Ezra,
the hat. So
give
that's
us
a
some-
fit.
Give us
That's
some
a fit
prices. How
right
much
there.
this stuff retails?
For the most part, the
people
tees
know.
on our site are 48, which I hope is
Nah, that's
somewhat reasonable.
That's good.
Everything's
Considering
made.
a T-shirt is $65 on Ralph Lauren, you're doing great.
And
Yes, exactly.
and it's cut and sew.
It's cut and sew.
Better
It's
quality.
made in
Yeah,
New
exactly.
York. Most of the stuff was sewn in Brooklyn. I mean, I worked with some different T-shirt distributors,
Right.
but for the most part, everything's cut and sewn, and we do some custom pieces. I do make custom. Somebody wants something, we have a shirt made in a week, so we can do some quick turnaround times. I've been
Yeah,
playing
that's
around
great.
with some of the camo fabrics and different olive green mixtures.
Mm.
But yeah, obviously a lot of these pieces are meant to kind of like I like the idea of selling them as a set. I feel like when I started working with some of these boutiques in Japan, they really like to buy things as a set,
Right.
even though the customer isn't always wearing it as a set because maybe it does look a little too much if
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like if you
It
head
might
to
be
toe.
overkill.
But it's nice to know that people want to buy things as a set
True.
and then take it home. And these guys in Japan, I mean,
Yeah, mix it up.
they mix it up in some of the coolest ways I've ever
True
seen,
indeed.
which is like they're still wearing baggy jeans out in Tokyo. Like they're doing some stylistic things, and then they'll throw on like one of those bucket hats or something like that, and I'm just
And
like,
not
wow,
meaning to
like,
cut you off, but
Yeah.
with that Japan movement too, like how the females get involved.
oh, exactly.
Heavily.
I love it. I love
Heavily,
it.
yes.
I've seen some photos on Instagram where people tag me, and it's just like Jordan 3s, white little jean shorts, and I'm just like, this is an awesome look.
No
Like,
doubt.
why aren't these New York girls wearing this? Like,
Indeed.
yeah, I just remember this one where the girl had like this like red sweatshirt with a little polar bear design on it that I had made,
Mhm.
and yeah, just the whole way she put it together, I was just like, all right, this is like real hip hop.
She
but,
know
like,
what she doing.
Yeah, I like to. I
This
like
ain't
to,
her
like-
first rodeo.
I like to but yeah, these are all on the site. The 5 bear tee, just featuring all 5 different bears that you'll find on the sheets,
sheet.
on the fabric.
That was dope.
I'm gonna show everybody the designs. What's next on the list? Oh, these are these
this-
cool little ice pack pocket tees.
Yes.
Now, sad news, I did not bring an ice pack that actually goes in here, but this little plastic flap, and this is what I was telling you guys about last time, kind of in an RL 2000-esque sort of way. I decided to like make these little pockets. The flap lifts up, and every T-shirt basically comes with 2 ice packs. One little gel pack that goes in there to keep you cool in the summer,
What?
and then one on deck
Nice.
to stay in the freezer to switch out.
Sure it did.
It's a little futuristic living I've been trying trying to get into. It's also an acquired taste, but it's something I've been rocking into, and a few of my friends have been nice enough to support the cause. So happy to know that they're also keeping cool in this 92-degree heat. Couple more things to showcase.
I like that clothing that's also practical.
Yes, exactly. I've been trying to get more into this form and function and practical clothing, and I mean, I definitely think it's maybe as a whole the fashion industry has kind of moved away from that with just, you know, people, because me personally, I'm just always hot in the summer, and I always struggle to find things to wear, and it's hard because you want to rep, and you got to have a t-shirt under the low piece to protect the actual piece. You know, it's like the low game has its own little rules of things. So this is the other ice pack tee with the little red flap, lift up here, ice pack goes in there.
And that's a 3M on the pocket.
Yeah,
right?
3M on the pocket.
Nice.
And when the ice pack is in there, which it is not today, it does feel nice and icy. This one goes with the hat over there, with the olive green and the baby blue, sky blue, either one. What's next on this? Oh, these are the pants. These are. So this is a similar cut. This is a jogger pant. Elastic at the waist. Polo bear on the knees. If you've ever seen a pair of cold wave pants, these are similar to that. And yeah, zippers at the ankles to get a little air moving. Pretty happy with the way these came out.
Yeah, those are fly.
And then last but not least from this little grouping, the piece that I'm actually most excited about are the little runner shorts. I love the way these came out. Same, again, that same drawstring, red, white, and blue drawstring, zipper pockets, a little wing and bear action on the pockets, and the 3M over here. And yeah, that's the collection.
And long enough. Not no short pom-pom shots.
Yes, exactly.
Giving the people what they asking for.
Yes,
Definitely
exactly.
no short pom-pom action.
Because Ralph be coming up with some hot joints with the nice stitching design on it, but yo, why be like 10-inch shorts? Like my dude, you gotta give me some more length on that.
I know,
You're
exactly.
ready. I know y'all listening too, so you know what it is.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think that's the problem.
But
It's
those
like
is hot.
either fashion has to become all custom made, or the brands just need to like listen.
Because the thing is, the designers need to come from the people that know how to represent the clothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
No matter what brand it is.
Right,
if you ain't wearing it right, what you really doing? You crashing and burning.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So we the type of connoisseurs that really represent anything we put on is going to look good, because we're going to know how to do it from head to toe.
Yes, exactly.
That's why I appreciate you for all these years.
Thank you, man.
Keep pushing, bro.
I will, man. I'm still thinking of new ideas every day and try to make stuff every week. And before the year is out, we got some new things in the works. So, and it's a blessing to be in New York in general, because I feel like, you know, I speak to friends outside the world, and I mean, you know, you can make things anywhere, but to have the Garment Center right there on 37, to be able to work with like tailors working at their house in Brooklyn, or an actual spot in the Garment Center, like to be able to make something in a day is like, you know, in other parts of the country they're struggling, and here in New York it's like, okay, you can bring your ideas to life. So, you know, shout out to the Garment Center and what's left of it.
That's dope. So we're slowly but surely coming to the end of this episode.
Damn, this was a great one.
It was good. It was good. So, Fava, what upcoming projects you have here or in Brazil? You know, let us know what you got going on, or any mixes you got coming up. Do you have anything going on?
A lot going on.
So, speak it into existence, as they say.
So here, like I said, I'm kind of on vacation, and I came to just enjoy myself in New York, because you know, when I lived here, like, you gotta hustle. Sometimes it's so fast that and not really enjoying. I don't know. So this is why like I take this trip every year to come back here to really, really enjoy the time with my family and like friends and meet new people and new experiences. Like what's happening right now? This is awesome. And share as much as I can about what I've been learning down there, you know, because every year I feel like I'm digging for more and more music. It's a big country, and I've been exploring a lot of music from the 70s for a few years, but then there's different regions in Brazil, right? And in the 70s, they all made different styles of music. So this past year, I've gotten really, really, really into Afro-Brazilian music.
That's my alley right there, buddy.
Nice.
Yeah, yo, it's so dope, but it's so like difficult to come across, which is why it took me a couple years to get to it and even just get accustomed to listening to it and to like the point that I'm like, oh my god, I love this, you know. And now it's a big inspiration for the material I'm producing. So the type of mixtapes, how I'm putting together the mixtapes, different rhythms, and sounds and melodies, because it's really vocal too. It comes from these Afro-Brazilian religions, you know.
Really? Okay.
And so there's the Bantu tribe that came to Brazil. It was a big one, and it's split into two religions called Candomblé and Umbanda. And I got so into the music that I started, going to this religion because I feel like it's important. Or I just become someone that hears a cool sound and wants to copy it, but doesn't really know what it means. So I feel like part of my whole, like, art, like, for me to create this art real, that's not just me copying an idea and doing something superficially. Like, no, I need to really understand, what is this about? What is this religion and movement about? So I started to go to it in November. Every couple weeks I go, and they sing the type of music there. You know, it's been like replicated in many versions by many artists and bands for years. And it's like all about like positivity, you know? It's all about peace, love, positivity. So this has been like a really, really, really big motivation. Not only on my art, but on my life too. And like the kind of ways my projects have been evolving. So through all of this process, somehow I acquired a house. Yeah.
Congrats.
For real.
Yeah, like not like
You
like
made it sound like you picked up some bread.
I thought you were going to say house music. I acquired house music? No, I acquired a house.
No, a house.
I'll house you.
Blessings on that. Blessings.
You know, cause like I think that's what it's about. You know, it's about like now I'm like, okay, I'm there. There's a reason I'm there. You know, there's a reason why I'm attracted to this sound. There's a reason why I wanted to become a DJ. I am a DJ now, and I'm, you know, making music and being influenced by this. It's very positive. So then I'm thinking, okay, like, I'm making the art for myself. I'm making it to share. I like to teach people, right? I've always been a teacher, including I'm also like teaching English there too in my spare time to make money. But so this house is a friend of mine. I definitely couldn't afford the house on my own, but he like came to me with the idea to take it over and do some movement with it, whether it's like other people living there. But as soon as I walked in there, it's just like got this huge room, like wood floors, beautiful, like it's about 40, 50 years old, but in good condition. And I was like, it came to my head like, oh my god, this is like a yoga studio or a dance studio or like something, you know. I didn't see it as like just a living house. Like I saw, oh, it's a place that people can do like different activities, artistic activities. So I literally just moved there like 2 weeks ago, and I was cleaning it, organizing it, and I came here a couple days ago, and I'm like getting the ideas on this trip, so that when I get back there, I mean, I set up one of the rooms in the house, set up my studio, like with my DJ and production equipment and stuff, where I'm gonna give classes and whatnot and work on my stuff. But then in that living room, I gotta get that going when I get back. You know, people giving lessons like during the week, and people being able to learn about and explore artistic activities there. Like a kind of cultural center, but an alternative cultural center.
Nice. Yeah, because
A positive space.
all you need is one wall of mirrors, and that'll be automatically a studio.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah, it could be that. It could be a place people can record, like, you know, photography and video stuff too. There's lots of different spaces in the house. Exploring with food too, and I have like different ideas.
Even you could probably get like a projection screen or something and show like different old school movies and educate them about the history of hip hop and like Wild Style, Beat Street, all of that, and give history on
hip hop culture is a big part of, you know, what I've been doing since I've been down there.
Mm-hmm.
But ever since, I've been learning about like Afro-Brazilian, which comes from, you know, like the slaves from Africa, and that's a big part of their culture too. And I feel like, oh my God, like everything is connecting together now, in like an art form, like everything, and it's all about just a positive culture. That's what I see them both having in common, you know. It's like how community, you know, helping each other, valuing ourselves and being like individuals, you know, like a place you can express yourself. Whereas, like, you know, like going even in Sao Paulo, it's a very similar. It's an urban city, so it's similar to New York in the sense that, like, you go, there's traffic, there's go in the metro, like you have to pay bills.
Of course.
It's a busy life, which it kind of sucks a lot of your energy. But the place I want to create is a place you can go to actually like recoup your energy.
Right.
And then go home and whatever, live on.
So cool. So where can they find you online? It's like they want to.
Oh, so yeah, my Instagram, DJ Flavya, Flavya. And so as far as the other project, that's my. I just joined an agency and DJ we call it record label called Sonido Tropico. And like I said, they mix with the electronic and organic sounds and stuff. So I'm gonna start having original music and mixtapes coming out soon through them. But everything I post on my page, DJ Flavya. And you can reach out to me. I answer my DM.
I was just about to say it.
Slide in.
Slide in, fellas. Slide in. Ezra. So, what you got going on, and where can they find you?
Everything is going on. I'm just making pieces, trying to update the site, working on a holiday collection, some more like cold weather pieces. Everything is definitely on EzraWine.com. That's EZRAWINE.com. You can see me on Instagram and Facebook and whatnot as well at Ezra Wine, same spelling, EZRAWINE. Also trying to do some, continue the vintage polo work as well in terms of trying to get another gallery exhibit going, similar to what we did last year. Just trying to promote that and eventually hopefully work on some kind of website or some kind of multimedia project related to specifically the vintage polo. But in terms of my own label, just trying to put things out there, make some custom pieces for friends and acquaintances or anybody interested. Still working with some boutiques in Japan, and just happy to make things, happy to create, and happy to see them being worn by people out in the world.
That's right. Prance.
Yes, sir. Prancelo, Prancelo 863 on IG all day. Almighty Low Lives, Church Ave Corner. Salute.
Okay, and you can find me Polo Parata. Obrigado Ezra, thank you for coming. Obrigada Flavya, thank you for coming. We still have pins, we have totes. Double J Vintage on the eBay store. Check us out. We have to go. So this has been there. Rock that. Ciao.
Conversation with style. Peace.
Peace.
Ciao.
Ciao. Peace.
Good.
Yeah, that's it.
Sweet. It's a great episode, guys.
Thank you.
I thought it was
Yeah.
very
Yeah,
informative
fun.
both ways.
Very chilled out, you know, everything
Thank
just
you.
flows.
I'm here till end of September,
Thank
guys.
you. Definitely.
So I better
Do
see
you want me to play music somewhere?
I better see you again.
Yeah, we're gonna need that.
The bucket
Yeah.
is yours. Keep that.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
It's
bonus
just my
gift.
day just keeps on getting better and
Well, you know
better.
what it is for me?
He
As long
kept
as-
it on.
Sorry. As long as it's not,
I kept
no,
on
as
like,
long as it's
Oh,
not a
look,
sample,
This
I
guy
do
is
it.
not-
I know, exactly.
This is so
I think I remember
multifunctional.
doing
I was
this.
like,